All right, let's pull back the curtain on something you probably do every single day without a thought: connecting your phone to the internet. We're talking about this invisible, high-speed ballet that happens in the blink of an eye. It's happening constantly, all over the world, and honestly, it's the secret sauce behind your entire mobile experience. So, you've just switched off airplane mode, right? You see those signal bars pop up and boom, you think you're online. But what really just happened in that split second? Well, your phone just performed this super important digital handshake with the network. It's called the LTA attach procedure. And trust me, it's the key to, well, everything. Now, the key phrase you've got to remember here is always on. See, back in the day with older networks, getting a signal and connecting to the internet were two different things. You'd have to actively start a data session. But with LTE, nope. It's designed to get you data ready the instant you're on the network. This was a total game changer for how mobile networks work. So here's how we're going to break this down. We'll start with the always-on handshake, then move to the security checkpoint. After that, we'll see how it downloads your profile, then builds the data tunnel, and finally, you are now online. Let's get right into it. Okay, phase one, the introduction. Seriously, you can think of it like your phone just walked into a crowded room and said, "Hey, I'm here." It sends out this first signal to the network's brain to get this whole incredibly fast process started. But before we get any deeper, let's quickly meet our cast of characters. First, you've got your phone, which we call the UE. It talks to the eNode B, that's just the fancy name for the cell tower. But the real action happens in the core network. In there, you've got the MME, which is kind of like the network's gatekeeper. Then there's the HSS, the master database that knows everything about you. And finally, the SGW and PGW. Think of these as the guys who literally build your on-ramp to the internet. So, how does it all kick off? With something called an attach request. Your phone basically packages up a message with its unique identity. It's like its digital passport and says, "Hey, I'd like to connect to the internet, please." The cell tower? It just acts like a mail carrier, grabbing that message and forwarding it straight to the MME, our network gatekeeper. All right, on to phase two. The MME has your phone's request, and its very first job is to play the part of a super strict security guard. I mean, it needs to be 100% sure that your SIM card is legit and you're not some kind of imposter.
And we're not talking about a simple password here. Oh no, this is a really sophisticated challenge response thing. First, the MME gets a set of secret keys from that master database, the HSS. Then it sends a random challenge over to your phone. And this is where the magic happens. Deep inside your SIM card, it knows this secret algorithm to calculate the one and only correct answer.
And here it is, the moment of truth. The MME already knew what the right answer was supposed to be. It got it from the HSS. So it just compares the response your phone sent back with the value it was expecting. And if they match, bingo, authentication is a success. You are in. You've passed the security check. Now, passing this check has a huge and immediate benefit. The network and your phone now share these secret keys. So from this point forward, every single message between them is totally encrypted. Your connection is locked down tight, safe from any eavesdroppers. Okay, phase three. So the network trusts you now. You're not an imposter, but it still needs to know what you paid for. Are you in the VIP section or do you have a general admission ticket? Are you on a basic plan or a premium one? That's what this next step is all about. So our gatekeeper, the MME, pings the master database, the HSS, one more time. But this time it's asking for your subscription profile. The HSS sends back all the important details, what your max data speed is, what services you're allowed to use, and it also makes a note of your current location in the network. Super efficient. All right, now this next part is where that always-on idea we talked about really shines. The network doesn't just sit around waiting for you to open an app or a browser. Nope, it gets to work proactively building a dedicated data highway just for your phone. You can really think of the MME as an orchestra conductor right here. It sends out a create session request to the gateways, telling them to set up a data tunnel, or what's technically called a bearer. The PGW gets the signal and starts building this data pipe. And this is the big one. It allocates an IP address specifically for your phone. And bam, that's a huge milestone. The PGW, remember, that's the on-ramp to the public internet, has just given your device its very own unique IP address. For this session, you are now officially a citizen of the internet. We are so close now. And here we are, the final phase, the home stretch.
The MME has checked all the boxes. You're authenticated, it knows your subscription plan, and a data tunnel with an IP address is ready and waiting. All that's left is to make it official and give your phone the green light.
So there's this final flurry of messages that just seals the deal. The MME sends the official go-ahead to the cell tower, handing over your new IP address. The tower then tweaks its radio link just for you and sends all the final connection info down to your phone. Your phone sends one last message back saying, "I'm ready." The network connects the last piece of the puzzle, and that's it. You are fully connected. Of course, with a dance this complicated, sometimes a step gets missed. Things can go wrong. Maybe authentication fails because of a SIM card issue, or the whole thing gets rejected because, whoops, a bill wasn't paid. Even just losing the radio signal for a second can cause the whole thing to time out.
But when it all goes right, this is what you get. Your phone is officially registered on the network. You've got a secure tunnel, a live, always-on data connection, and a valid IP address. You are ready to hit the internet immediately.
And here's the truly mind-blowing part. This whole thing, this entire multi-stage, super complex negotiation, it all happens in way, way less than a second. So next time you flip off airplane mode and you see those signal bars just appear, maybe you'll have a little appreciation for the incredible high-speed digital handshake that just happened. Thanks for watching.